When considering people with intellectual disabilities, many feel sorry for them. People pity them. They think that because they live different from us, they should be treated as superior to us, as less than us. When I think of people with intellectual disabilities, I don't feel sorry for them. I actively strive not to pity them. And yet, in a way, I do feel sorry for them. But not because of who they are or what they lack, but because they have to face the judgment and ignorance of society on a day-to-day basis. It is our deficiencies that does not accept them, not theirs. So in other words, I don't feel sorry for them. I feel sorry for us. To start off, I want to change the word. I want to start by changing the word disabled, where it literally means not able. And it focuses on their weakness, on their deficiency, on their strength. And nobody, let's face it, nobody wants to be remembered, be labeled as something they don't want to be remembered for. For this exact reason, I will use the word handicapable. Handicapable people have to work harder or in a different way than most of us who have full use of our faculties. They apply valuable perspectives and they require support, just like all of us in this room do. None of us is perfect in every regard. Who here considers themselves to be normal? I can't really see you, but I guess most of you. Let's look at a possible definition of the term normal. But in reality, who wants to be normal anyway? For example, how would you feel if someone came up to you and tried to compliment you by saying, "Hey, for all the ways that I admire you, your best trait is definitely without a doubt that you're so very normal." How would you feel? Would you feel offended? Perhaps disappointed? Would you try to do something to change the idea this person has of you? But why does it seem it's best to fit people under the category of normal? My first experience with an intellect, no, sorry. uh, My first experience with someone with a disability was with my uncle. He wasn't born with a disability, but he developed it one over time. A high fever destroyed some of his neurons. What I admire most from my uncle is that in spite of his disability, he was one of the happiest persons I've ever met. When I first met him, in my ignorance, I mistook his continued happiness for a deficiency. I thought that his condition and his deficiency only allowed him to be that way. Eventually, I saw him very angry over something trivial. This was the moment I realized that he chose to have a happy life. He chose to be happy, even despite developing a traumatic brain injury. Would you really say you would do the same thing? You know, he used to read every single sign on a car ride while we were on a road trip. Whereas I was too distracted to pay attention to where we were, he was able to pinpoint exactly where we were and when we would arrive at times. The only difference was that he developed and he processed and learned things a little differently than I did. Uh, I want to share what I've known with the rest of the world. But moreover, I'm inspired to learn more about the possibilities uh, available if we include valuable members of our community, like these people. This began my passion to learn more about the subject. A survey conducted in the for Social Development and Education at the University of Massachusetts shows unemployment rates among people with intellectual disabilities as twice as high as for that for the regular Americans. Let that sink in for a second. For every one person with an intellectual disability who's able to contribute, there are two normal persons who are able to contribute. I'm gonna read. Often, people with disabilities are not given the chance to excel, to contribute. They aren't given the chance to prove him or herself what he or she can do, what he or she is made of. For those of you that haven't had a close relationship with someone with a disability, picture this situation. Imagine tomorrow your baby brother, but he's born mildly autistic. You think your parents will love him less than they love you? You love him more if he didn't have autism? How would you feel when you're walking down the street or in a mall and your brother's reactions cause everyone around you to stare? Would you be angry about their judgment? Where are my parents? I would like to take advantage of this opportunity and thank you, although that can't see you, and thank you for always being there for me, for always supporting me, for always picking me up whenever I fall down. You are the type of parents every child deserves and every child needs. You see, parents or mentors play a key role in every child's life. They have three main jobs. They have to believe in their child, to encourage them, and the most important is to prove to the child that he or she is able to do anything they set themselves to, even within a society that does not always agree. After a few months, some friends and I started a Teleton club at school to help handicapable children who lack resources. In addition to helping financially, we thought to create a relationship with the kids, to raise awareness, and most importantly, to minimize and why not even disappear the gap between the normal and the abnormal members of our community. When one of these children smiles, when one of these children smiles, I feel a warm, amazing feeling inside. I simply cannot describe it with words. It really hits a very real place of gratitude, acceptance, and appreciation. If you don't believe me, look at my face in that picture. You don't see me smile that much that often. So this past March, we held our second Special Olympics. I was paired up with Samantha from Teletón, which I already knew from my club. It was amazing to watch. She lovingly hugged everybody she saw with a huge smile across her face. Would you guys like to see her? Look at her go. She's the one in the far left with the purple shirt. When she left the race, still smiling, I couldn't help but reflect about how I typically feel when I lose something. It's easy to get angry, feel a sense of loss or defeat, maybe even rejection. I'm amazed by how much we can and should learn about Samantha. Aren't you? You dance and celebrate with your friends even in the face of defeat. You think it will make you a happier person if you did? And to other athletes, it was impressive to how these individuals didn't allow their disabilities to hold them back. How, in fact, they even tried harder to find innovative ways to communicate with us. And so I began to question how my life would be if I put as much effort as these people did into basic things I take for granted, like listening and speaking. I struggle as to why more people don't seek out such enriching experiences, why they limit themselves and society by not including valuable members of our community who have any speakers. Is it because all they need is some little extra help? Don't we need a little extra help sometimes? I've struggled with math, haven't you? But a show of hands, who here has needed tutoring to supplement a learning deficit? A lot of you. So does this mean that you are less worthy of an opportunity as someone whose natural abilities exceed your own? Does it make you less capable of contributing? According to the UN, people with disabilities are the world's largest minority and one of the least represented. When I heard this the first time, I couldn't help but ask myself, why aren't these people being represented? After months about thinking about this issue, I came to realize it isn't because of them, it is because of us. Unfortunately, society sees these people as if they're not able to do the same things we normal people can. The capable people want to be able to do the same things that we can. I believe this entire thing is ironic because all my life I've grown up hearing this following phrase: "You are the only ones that can set your own limits." And yet, I don't believe this is the same case for people with disabilities. It is the rest of us who limit them. They are willing to put more effort for the they are willing to put more effort to prove us that they can do whatever they set themselves to. But we have to give them that opportunity for them to prove it. Let me clarify something at this point. I'm not trying to claim that people with disabilities or like handicapable people can do exactly the same people who have full use of their faculties can. Surely that is not the case. What I'm trying to say is that we will never know what they can bring to the table if we refuse to offer them a seat. We have to change our mentality. For example, who here has seen a Facebook post that resembles something like this? Well, I hate to break it to you, but liking or sharing this picture or this post will not help anyone. But I get that you're trying to show your support through various means, but that's the wrong idea society has of the concept of helping. We have to take real action to move towards a more inclusive society. We need to adjust our language and our labels, honor its strengths as opposed to deficit. We have to be open to the possibility that the entire way we approach certain valuable members of our community is completely and firmly wrong. I invite you to try an experiment. Next time you see someone with an intellectual disability, do not feel sorry for them, do not pity them. Instead, go and engage with them. And see what you can learn from them. Ask them about their day. And what they have to say might reveal something important you may have otherwise overlooked about who they are, about who you are, about who and where we are as a society. You will not know until you're open to the possibility. Then perhaps others will follow your example, or this is a key start. Thank you.